Hi, my name is Sam Dhaneshekaran and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will introduce you to FL Studio as quick as possible. FL Studio is a digital audio workstation and it is used for music composing. To download it, go to image-line.com and download the trial version. Install it. Once you open it, it will look like this. The user interface contains menu here and then plugin and sounds browser, transport controls, links to areas such as playlist, piano roll, channel rack, mixer, etc. So first thing first, go to options, click audio settings, choose FL Studio ACO or primary sound driver and come back to the channel rack. Using your left mouse button, click here like this and hit play. If you hear the kicks from a drum, we are good. The audio is working. Then go to the same place and configure the MIDI controller using the MIDI tab. This is optional. Choose your MIDI controller. I have Complete Control A49. Choose it. Enable it by clicking here and test it. I am pressing the MIDI keyboard key and I can hear the sound. So if you hear the sound, we are good. Or otherwise, just play around with the settings. Now, erase these things by right-clicking on them. Left click inputs the note, right click deletes the note. Now, in these icons, let's take a look at the important ones that every beginner should know. Channel rack, you can see the hint here. If I hover the mouse here, it's channel rack, playlist, mixer. Those three are very important. So this is channel rack. This contains the instruments. Instruments are routed to a mixer track. So currently this contains 4 instruments. Kick is routed to mixer track number 1. This is where the sound originates. The sound originates from the instrument and based on its routing, it goes to the mixer track. From mixer track, it goes to the master track. So this one is the master track. You see this green connection. So from mixer track, it reaches the master track. Okay, once again, the sound begins from a channel in the channel rack, goes to a mixer track. From the mixer track, it goes to the master track. When we publish a music, the resulting wave file or MP3 file would contain audio from the master track. In the channel rack, we can add more instruments. It's like a music composer hiring a pianist to play his piece. So let me hire a pianist. Okay, I am loading FL keys. Let me route the instrument to mixer track 5. How I did? I used the mouse scroll wheel and just scrolled here. This is equivalent of placing a mic near the piano and connecting it to the 5th track in the mixer board. As simple as that. What does the piano play? Whatever notes we press, or in this case, whatever notes we input. Notes can be inserted in multiple ways. One would be opening the notes editor called as piano roll and enter the notes. Or you can record from the MIDI keyboard. So let me erase this using right click. Click the record button, notes and automation. Click play, it will record right now. press spacebar to stop it, and disable recording. So after recording, we can edit the MIDI notes. We can also add more instruments. For example, I can move the MIDI notes and align them. Okay, I can go to Tools, quantize all the start times. After quantizing, the notes are aligned to the nearby grid. These instruments are also called as plugins. We can add loops, samples, and audio recordings. We can add more instruments. Since we have routed this instrument to mixer track 6, we can go to mixer track 6 and add effects here. For example, I can add delay. I can add reverb. And I can keep adding more effects. You can also route one track to another track. For example, here this is routed to the master. I can turn it off by pressing this, and then while the track in question is highlighted, I can go and click the track where I want this to be routed to. So now this goes to this track, and this track is routed to here. So that's how the sound reaches. The sound goes from here, from instrument 6, which is configured to the 6th mixer track, goes here. From there, it goes here, and then it comes here. So while the sound passes through the mixer track, it goes through the effects also. So what is this playlist for? If you take any song, you will notice that it's made up of different sections. Like that, in FL Studio, you can make a song using patterns. You can create patterns and paste the patterns into the playlist. Okay, so right now by default, it's showing pattern 1. So this is pattern 1. Whatever which I have made is pattern 1. So if I go and paste, I paste it on the playlist. Okay, to play the playlist, I have to switch this to song mode and play. Okay, now let me create next pattern. Okay, pattern 2. I go here, and then I'm adding some drums. And I paste that also here. That's it. So you keep adding whatever pattern you like, and then you make a song here, and this will be played, and the final output in the master track will be captured as a WAV file or MP3 file. So the main concept is you have a channel rack. Here you add as many instruments you want. Okay, you can replace the instruments to whatever you want. And here you route the channels to a mixer track, and in the mixer track you add the effects, and that goes to the master. You create patterns using the instruments you have, paste the patterns in the playlist. You can also record audio, which I will cover later, and make a song. Thank you.